Hey everybody, Shadow Ninja here and welcome back to Rage Quit. Today I'm going to be discussing what needs to be fixed in Star Wars Battlefront 2. I know this has been talked about and beaten to death, but in order to make some real changes with this supposed AAA shooter, consistency is key. Don't get me wrong, this game in its current state is very good. I know I gave EA a lot of slack in my Is Star Wars Battlefront 2 Really Worth It video, but that's only because I know how hard it is to make deadlines and to please everyone. As said before, this game isn't for everyone, but coming from someone who was a veteran Star Wars Battlefront 2 player from 2005, I enjoy it, but know it could be better. So enough beating around the bush, and let's talk about the real problems. First and foremost, the loot box situation needs to change drastically. It has been said that microtransactions will take a dramatic turn shortly as EA is scrambling to redeem Battlefront's reputation. Honestly, loot boxes feel so overused in the gaming industry. For Honor has it, Injustice 2 has it, Shadow of War has it, Rainbow Six Siege has it, Overwatch, Battlefield, Call of Duty. I could go on for days, but it simply needs to end. I can understand why microtransactions were introduced into this game as to kind of counter the free season content. The money needs to come from somewhere to make new stuff, but this is kind of unnecessary. If EA really wants to keep the loot boxes in the game, they need to add more cosmetic items, which they said was lacking because they didn't want to interfere with canon. We all know that's bullshit. Because of data miners across the community, we have seen hidden customization for troopers and for heroes alike. It's just that EA didn't have enough development time because of the new movie coming out, and they had to cut a few things to meet Disney's demands. It's not the game's fault, but release it into loot boxes as soon as it's finished, otherwise people are going to get bored. The separation between playstyles put into loot boxes is kind of sloppy as well. You can spend 4,000 credits for a trooper crate and around 2,000 for starfighter and hero crates. The problem with this is if you spend a decent amount of credits on a loot box, granted, credits are a lot easier to obtain now due to a patch, you may get useless perks for characters you don't play as or duplicates. I suggest a new alternative to this system which relies on class-based loot boxes. You can separate the loot boxes into Assault, Heavy, Officer, and Specialist classes into their own exclusive boxes. You can also choose the box that holds cards based on rarity as well. The price of these boxes can vary based on that. You can also do this with reinforcement classes, making one for the Enforcer and one for the Jump Troopers. Finally, you can split up the boxes for the heroes and hero ships, with one side being a light side hero crate with its varying rarities, and the other side for the dark side. Just an idea, EA. Starfighters can have this mechanic too, but perks don't really affect ships that much, so I didn't prioritize it. Another problem Battlefront 2 faces is the overpowered weapons for certain characters. Yes, I understand balancing all the weapons to make gameplay fair is not easy, but the Vanguard class needs to go. In case of you that don't know, the Vanguard is a special ability for the Assault class where the trooper wields a basically one-shot kill shotgun, which seems to have way more uses than it should. You can get at least 8 shots in and kill every person with one hit regardless of where you hit them. It should be nerfed significantly, or the cooldown and usage time should be tweaked. It's not very fair to be playing the game naturally and then BAM! One shot to the foot by the Vanguard class. The Infiltrator class for the Specialist is fine in my opinion because the Sniper does not have a lot of combat options in case of close quarters emergencies, and it isn't a one-shot kill. The Heavy's Explosive Shot Sentry, however, is a perk made from hell. It shoots just as fast as the original perk, plus it adds explosive damage and splash damage. I think maybe this perk should just shoot a little bit slower than the normal perk, but not as slow as a single projectile sentry. The problem I will now discuss is an issue all Battlefront 2015 players faced and face yet again. Lack of single-player content. Do you remember back in 2005 where you could command AI soldiers to cover you or stay in specific formations, and when you finally got the hero you dominated for the rest of the game on a 15 versus 15 map? With all the eras in that current time and battles so large you can play the same maps over and over and have completely unique experiences each time? That's what Battlefront 2 needs now. I commend all the developers for making a worthwhile story, but single player kind of ends there. The arcade mode and battle scenarios are cool if you want your daily credits, but it's not like the original game. Battlefront 2015 got a well-deserved skirmish mode, but it was basically a watered-down multiplayer match with brain-dead bots. Why can't we have 20v20 or hell, even 40v40 mode with advanced AI on both teams featuring completely open maps and a revised conquest mode we all know DICE and EA can manage? Give us the maps we have now plus the DLCs with open fields to toy around with. That's what all the players want from a Battlefront game, and with these graphics this mode would save the game. Amen. The heroes and villains are also something I want to talk about. They kind of suck. No, I mean they look fantastic, their abilities are cool, and when you have two of the same characters from a certain era spawn in, they talk to each other, which is awesome. But let me ask you this. Do you remember when Tarkin used the Death Star to blow up part of Scarif and he got so many battle points he got to play as Vader, and when he spawned in and started kicking some ass, that brave rebel soldier gunned him down out of nowhere with explosive shot? That was awesome, right? I mean, who does Darth Vader think he is? A Sith Lord with unstoppable force or something? Nah. Oh, and what about that time on Bespin where Chewbacca was running from the stormtroopers only to get blasted in the head by a Vanguard? Alright, jokes aside, but seriously, heroes die way too quickly. You spend a lot of battle points just to be that character, and you get one shot by a speeder bike, or someone combat rolls away from your lightsaber and mows you down. Like seriously? Chewbacca, the strongest Wookiee in all of Star Wars, starts off with 500 health without his upgrade, and Vader's Force Choke ability prevents him from fighting it back against anyone. Plus, Yoda and Maul can't block, and they're not exactly bullet sponges. All of the heroes die so fast, it's almost not worth playing as them. You might want to save up your battle points for an ATST or something. Alright guys, just a short little video telling you about all the things that I am not happy with in Star Wars Battlefront 2 and that I think that they should change or implement new things to make up for those things that they have changed. Obviously, there are a lot more things that I wish that they could change or do to this game, but SHAREfactory only gives me 59 minutes to do so. So it is up to you. Go down in the comments and tell me what you think should be changed. But I'm going to take this time out to talk about my predictions as far as the DLC seasons. Obviously, the first DLC season, we all know this already, is going to be the Planet Crate with Captain Phasma and Finn, as The Last Jedi premieres this weekend, actually. Very, very excited to see it, and I hope you guys go out and see it and enjoy it much as I will. So, yeah, that's cool. Second DLC that I think that they should implement into this game, and it is a very obvious choice because so many people have wanted it, is General Grievous and Obi-Wan Kenobi fighting over Utapau. For the third DLC, I think that they should implement Anakin Skywalker and Count Dooku fighting against each other on either Coruscant with the Jedi Temple and all that, or Mustafar with Vader's castle. Fourth DLC, I think that they should include Geonosis with Jango Fett and Mace Windu. Include Count Dooku's castle that he was at when he fought Yoda and Obi-Wan and Anakin. Include the Geonosis arena and put in those little creatures. Maybe don't make them kill you, but like you can shoot at them and they'll react to you or something like that. And also the open field in the Sandstorm where the clone troopers and the battle droids fought each other in massive open combat with the ATTEs and those huge spider droids. So, alright everybody, that is all I have for you today. Make sure you like this video if you did like it. If you didn't like this video, thumbs down. But anyway, subscribe, like, comment, share, do whatever you guys want with the video, but make sure, as always, you enjoyed. And I will see you on the next one with The Last Jedi. I will see you later.